Welcome to a Microsoft Teams tutorial. Today we're going to look at assignments and how we actually can view assignments, submit assignments, and how some assignments are sent to us. So as we begin, I'm going to share my screen and I'm actually going to pull up my daughter's page. My daughter is a student at Roland, and so I have created a class that she is in and have added some assignments for her. So she's in this class called Remote Learning. I'm not going to pull open all our teams because then you'd see all our classes, but she's in this class called Remote Learning. This is what it looks like on the student side. As I go into my class and I choose the General tab, General Channel, there'll be some tabs at the top. Okay, and we've already had a tutorial that kind of explains all of these, but I'm going to go to assignments. And as I look at my assignments, there's two drop-down menus. There's assignments I have completed, which gives me a little check mark. And then there's assignments that, which means they've been graded and checked. And there's assignments that have been assigned but I have not done. And Teams does a really cool thing. As I look at my assignments, it says, hey, this was due yesterday. You should have already turned this in. This is due tomorrow at 11:59. This is due March 30th at 11:59. And so I know which order I need to kind of work on these assignments in, and I can begin to work on assignments as they are due or when I need to work on them. Now, I can also get to my assignments on the left. I click assignments and I choose the class I want, and it will also go into this assignments tab. It'll show me which assignments I'm worried about, which ones I'm looking at. I'm going to go back to the Teams look in my Teams tab and stay in assignments. And then I'm going to show you when a teacher sends you assignment, you'll get a notification. If you have push notifications on your phone, it'll show up. It'll show up in your activity. It'll also show up in their feed in your posted on the board of that channel. So you can see I create assignments questions about yourself. And I can create assignments team quiz 1. I can view the assignment from here. So I'm gonna go ahead and view that assignment from here. Questions about yourself. And you can see that it questions about yourself. It says, students, please answer the 2 questions about yourself, either in Word or by uploading a picture of handwritten answers. Cool feature about Microsoft Teams. If you don't want to work in Word and your teacher's okay with it, or if you're maybe going to upload a drawing, you actually can take a picture and click Add Work. And in Add Work, you could go find that picture. If it's stored in OneDrive, it would be available in OneDrive, or you can click Upload from this device, which means upload directly from my computer in this case. And there will be some other tutorials on how to use your phone or iPad, but the same thing would be true. I take a picture, I go to that place, I add work, and I add that picture in here. And when I turn it in, the teacher will actually see that picture. If they left me a Word document like my work, I can actually open that document and I have my own version of this document and I can open it in a couple of different ways. I really think that the best way tends to be open it in Word Online. So as I open it in Word Online, it's going to go ahead and it's going to open up that document. Oh, and you can see there's 2 questions on that document. What is your name? And so my name, well, I'm my daughter right now, so I'm going to say Madeline McDonald. And it says, what is your favorite brand? And I'm not going to give her the choice. I'm going to choose my favorite band, which right now is the Avett Brothers. And as I do that, it is saving automatically to my version of this video. I'm sorry, of this document. So when I go out of this document and I go back to my work, it's actually going to have that saved and I can submit that, or I can turn that in directly from the Word document, or like I said, I can add a picture to this to show some work, and I turn it in and it gets submitted directly to my teacher, who gets a notification and can grade everything at the same time. If I click on this questions PDF, it'll simply pull up a PDF of the document Maybe I just did that just in case someone didn't want to work in Word and they just kind of wanted to work on their own and write it down on a piece of paper. Sometimes your teachers might do that, sometimes they might not, but it's the exact same assignment. When I turn it in, gives me this cool little GIF, says, hey, you turned it in with sprinkles, and it's sent to my teacher. So that is just a standard assignment. There's another kind of assignment that we have as well. That assignment is now uncompleted. So you can see questions about yourself. Check, I've completed it, waiting on it to be graded. And you can actually see in here, if you click grades, you can see that you turned it in and no points have been assigned yet. You can also see things I have turned in. I've turned in Remote Learning 1 and it was returned. We'll show what that means in just a second. And I have viewed Teams quiz number 1, meaning I've actually seen it, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to go back to assignments and I'm going to do Teams quiz number 1. And this is written in forms. If we see this little F with the box, it's form. Really cool feature in Teams for you students. It is a multiple choice quiz. Also can be short answer. All kinds of quizzes can, or all kinds of types of questions can be put in here. If it has an asterisk, it is a required question before you submit. You can click this immersive reader and it will read anything you want to you. And you just click your answer. So this says, did you get this quiz? If I click no and submit, I would get 0 points. This is worth 100. If I click yes, I got this quiz and I submit, it says, thanks, your response was submitted, view your results. So you get to view your grade right away if it is an auto grade quiz. Some of these won't be auto grade quizzes, but this one is. And it says, I made 100 out of 100 points. Now, if I go back, once again, we get our little crazy GIF. I go back to grades. And now I can see, well, it hasn't graded yet, but it will. It's due tomorrow. When my teacher looks at it, it'll automatically fill in 100, and I would have made 100, and I can see that very quickly. The last thing I'd like to say is, well, what happens if a teacher returns an assignment? What if I want to do some corrections, or maybe I had something that I did, and she made some suggestions on it and wants me to change it? Well, we saw that on remote number 1. It says it's been returned. Okay, remote number 1, but it hasn't been graded, which means, hey, maybe I messed up something. I'm sorry, that's remote number 2, not remote number 1. Remote number 1 had actually been graded. So remote number 2, maybe I messed up something. So I can go here. I can click completed, which this is where as soon as you submit something, it's going to stay here. And I click remote number 2. And remote number 2, I didn't add any assignments yet. And she asked, do you need help? Hey, did something go wrong? Do you need help? And so I could go ahead and add work. I don't have anything specifically to add right now, but I could upload from a device. Or if I created a Word document in OneDrive, I could add that. And I would attach it, and then I would turn it in. And now, because it was supposed to be turned in on March 25th, and it's March 27th, I'm going to turn it in late. Now, she is letting me turn it in late. There are assignments that she could, or I could have, I guess it was me as the teacher, could have said, no, this can't be turned in after the 25th. And so you just don't get the option. But this one did. It says turned in late. Now I'm waiting on the grade. So that's just a little simple task or showing how to turn in an assignment. Y'all are going to figure it out quick. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. It doesn't just have to be a Word document. Could be PowerPoint, could be Excel, all kinds of any kind of Microsoft document can be put in there and returned. And it's really nice because you have access to all the Word, all the Office types over here. So I can create these and save them in OneNote. I also can click Office 365 on my computer and I can download Office 365 for free for this school year because you're a VISD student. So really cool stuff. I can't wait to see y'all try it out. Can't wait to see all the responses that we're going to get. Follow this channel if you want to see more videos coming up in the future. For now, this is Coach McDonald signing off.